Hello and welcome back to Metal Gear Solid Ghost Fable. When we last left off, we met the big boss of the Black Chamber, Viper. And they set off a nuke, which isn't good, but apparently they directly targeted a nuclear testing facility, so no one died. Yay! But we've got to take out a power plant before Metal Gear is charged again to fire at a more, populated area. I think we got like 3 hours. So let's see here. Actually, because we've just started a new level, let's talk to some folks. See, can we get a hold of Chris? No response. That's not good. Let's see what McBride has to say. Gendra's total exports for the last fiscal year was 55 billion CFA francs. Major export items include diamonds, gold, and rare metals such as uranium, manganese, and nickel. These were destined mainly for France. Yep. So apparently this is a major place of the De Beers company, as it has obviously sent this entire area into political destabilization because the De Beers company is really terrible. The Netherlands, Belgium, Luxembourg, and the United States. But you won't find Gendra's true main export listed on any official document. Huh? Drugs. It's now common knowledge that Gendra is a major producer of narcotics. Really? GLF's chief source of income is drugs, too. Really? Pretty sure that's just, what the government will say to justify invading this place. And you have told me the exact same thing. Hey, Weasel. That landmine is a new model designed as both an anti-personnel and anti-tank mine. It has a stealth camouflage functionality that activates when the mine is placed on the ground, rendering it invisible. Landmines are passive reactive weapons designed to indirectly attack the enemy. You'd better think about where and how you're gonna place them to get any results. Lay them so the enemy is charging into a minefield, go in easily and deeply, and find that they can't get out so easily. Another effective way is to plant them in a narrow path frequently used by the enemy. But a landmine doesn't discriminate between friend or foe. Don't fall into the trap you've set yourself. A laid mine can be recovered from a crawl. Normally, clearing a minefield by hand requires 2 to a team. The actual recovery personnel and a flank observer. They proceed about 10 meters apart on a parallel course, but you'll have to do it alone. Concentrate on the landmine, but keep track of what's going on around you, too. If you have a mine detector handy, it'll show you the radar where landmines are set. Actually, do you know anything about this rifle? That rifle's an R5, a licensed South African version of the Israeli Galil assault rifle. The prototype for those is the AK-47 Kalashnikov. The same systems as the AK-47 are used in its design. That is, it's gas-operated and has a turn bolt. Yeah, very reliable and sturdy piece of equipment. That's useful. Let's see, what other, I think we've talked about grenades. I don't think we've talked about stun grenades yet. Am I killing time? Yes. Stun grenades to knock out the enemy. Stun grenades are also called flashbangs, or sound and flash grenades, and produce an intense flash of light and deafening sound. The high-speed combustion of mercury, fulminate, and magnesium results in the sudden release of extremely bright light, equal to 1.5 million to 2 million candles. That's a lot of candles. Yeah, I don't know why we measure these things in candles, but that's what it is. And a loud bang somewhere between 150 to 200 decibels. There are no explosive fragments to cause physical injuries. Well, there kind of is. You can totally kill someone with a flashbang. Maybe not intentionally, but yes, you certainly can. But the light and the sound renders the target unconscious. This weapon is purely for stunning, not inflicting damage on the enemy. Don't forget that. It also alerts, like, everybody. Let's see, we talked about the C4, the 5.7, the R5, grenades, stun grenades. I guess the only thing he hasn't talked about is chaff grenades. Or chaff. I say chaff typically, because chafing is what you do. So you have chaff grenades too. And those will neutralize the enemy's electronic equipment. As it detonates, it releases particles of metal instead of conventional fragments. Very effective against surveillance cameras and other equipment. But you don't have to have a prayer of taking anyone down using those. Don't confuse the two grenade types. Yeah. I think that's just about everything. Well, aside from, like, my equipment. So let's toss on rations. Oh, we're up to like 3 now. I guess we've leveled up. And probably break out the 5.7. And thus we enter in the power plant. Snake, destroy the power plant's main turbine. It's located in the B1 floor of the plant. And thus we learn a new mechanic in this, although we've had to deal with this mechanic a lot, which is a lot of places that you can only get through by sildaying across the wall. Another thing that we really get to know is electrified floors. Yeah, those will become very important soon. Nikita weapon. Get weapon first. Well, guess what we're getting. Snake, can you hear me?
Chris, what happened back there?
They took us by surprise.
What about Jimmy? Is he okay? Tell me he's not okay. Good! Chris?
Jimmy was captured.
What?
I saw a chance and ran, but Jimmy...
Chris.
just myself. Again.
Chris, don't blame yourself.
But
better that you're safe than neither of you.
I'm so useless. I was supposed to have protected him.
Chris.
I wish I were the one taken. I can't do anything right.
Chris, you were in the power plant, weren't you?
What? Yeah.
Tell me, how do I get in?
Sections of the floor area are electrified and can't be crossed. But there is a control panel for the floor's electrical grid. If you take that out, you should have no problems. Getting through, at least. As long as you use some weapon with a long range, like the Nikita missiles.
Got it. Use Nikita missiles to go after the power array. You've been in the plant once. I'd like you to give me backup with what you know.
But
I could use your help. They need to keep Metal Gear in operational state, so they can't afford to kill Jimmy yet. I'll get him out before they can.
Snake.
I'm asking you to trust me.
Okay. Anything you need to know about the plant, just ask. Snake. Thank you. So, yeah. Don't try to walk over that. There we go. Punched our way in. And by looking at this map, I think I'm going to want to head to the second floor first. Tum-ti-tum-ti-tum. Oh, you got to be kidding me. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Come on, come on. Okay. Oh. Okay, never mind. Heading up to the second floor has been a great big waste of time.
Ow. Well, this is just not going to go particularly well this time. Come on, go away. Okay, well, I'm gonna call this a very early video. It seems like Metal Gear seems to do 20 minutes and 1:15 on the regular. So next time I'm gonna restart, get to the elevator, and we'll go from there. Because obviously going to the second floor is not the path. Anyway, see you later.